Hey guys, what's up? We're back. We're letting everybody know we probably started a few minutes late again. But that's only because Danielle had to put her makeup on.
That is totally not true, guys.
Yeah.
Totally not true.
But women, you're usually the one who's always late every time we do these.
No. I am not.
You're always perfect.
He was just fixing his hair for 30 seconds over there in the mirror.
Well, you know what? Yes. I wanted to make sure that I looked good for everybody out there on Facebook. But you know, come on guys. You know how your dates are always running late, they're always running behind. They have to add a little bit more makeup, a little bit more this. It's like adding texture back into their bodies. That was a good segue in. So Danielle and I are kind of excited because we were talking about, you know, we noticed that texture is really a big part of hair today in the salons, and everybody creates texture differently. And we were talking about, you know, Danielle and I do a lot of work together. We do photo shoots together in different types of attributes at shows, promotions, and things like that. And we kind of team up, tag team. You know, sometimes we are both cutting and coloring. Sometimes she's coloring for me, I'm coloring for her, cutting, adding texture, coming up with different ways or different ideas to actually add texture to the hair. So we were trying to figure out, you know, in this segment, a little bit of what to talk about when it came to texture, right, Dee?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, today we see a lot of different things. We see they're enhancing natural texture, texture that might already be there, or creating a completely different texture, you know, than what we start with. Maybe going from curly to straight, or straight to curly, or just enhancing some beach waves or something in the hair, whether it be with products or tools or shears.
I think it's really cool because, you know what, listen, we try to keep everything very informal, very fun, laughing, rolling with the shoulders, but you know, there's so many different ways to create texture in hair today. And we'll probably go through a little bit about it. We'll talk about some of the tools, right?
Yep.
I mean, that's definitely one way to create texture.
Tools is definitely a way to create the texture.
Absolutely.
Blow dryers, flat irons, whether you're working with your shears.
Texture irons, crimping irons, curling irons, all of that. Shears, well, color, you're really big on that.
Yep, definitely. You know, a lot of times people want to switch their hair up or they want to see more texture. So working by using different colors, whether they be within the same color family or completely different color families. I like to create texture within the color to give them something new without maybe removing length when they say they want to cut their hair short, or even just for fun or a new look.
And you know, when you think about it, even on like when we posted the ad to remind everybody to kind of tune in this evening, the texture that was created with both texturizing blades and color on that model that you guys saw on the print work. So you see a lot of texture done with that way. Sometimes there's tools. You know what? There's a really cool way to create texture with hangers by wrapping the hair around the elbow of the hanger and flat ironing it. That's a really cool way to create texture. I know we've done that a lot at shows, especially during Fashion Week, to create a lot of immense texture, and you can do that in so many different ways, as well as crimping the hair on top of that, so you can create double texture into hair. So we'll kind of show you some different tools like that. I think it's really, really going to be cool. Fun, most importantly. I know for me, one exciting way is working with a texturizing blade. You know, whether you're chipping or notching, or whether you're using a razor, or whether you're using a blade that adds texture immediately and is much more precise. You know, it's totally up to you guys. You know, I've always said that a creative mind is one that explores a lot. So if you're willing to explore different ways and try different methods and try different approaches, you can create anything within the spectrum of hair. I mean, we could braid hair and color hair and then create the texture that way. So anything goes today. I think that's what's really our message.
Absolutely, and I feel like today we have even more options and different techniques, and definitely more freedom. You know, messy is the new look. It is the new neat. It is the new way you present yourself. So I think, you know, whether you're expressing...
Is that like orange is the new black? I like that. I like that. Messy is the new neat. That's good. That is so true. So then when I came in this morning and my shirt was a little wrinkled, wasn't that messy is the new...
Well, they sell the pre-wrinkled shirts now, so what's the difference?
But you know, it's kind of funny. We were laughing because somebody had said to me one day, you know, they were taking care of, or she went to a laundromat or whatever, and she got back her shirt, and it looked like somebody had twisted it, tied it in a knot, threw it in a puddle of water, and then shook it out, and then they wore it. And I'm like, it's kind of funny because you're right, they sell shirts that way, and it's called texture, and they also sell shirts that have texture with color. I think that's, and this is way before my time, but I think that's how tie-dye started.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure, and just like fashion, right, we're constantly reinvented, so, the hair industry is right along with fashion, everything comes back, so.
Texture is a big part of our industry. It's in textiles, it's in nature, it's in what we do in hair, so that's just a form of inspiration, guys. If we could pan over to the photo over there on the right of Einstein, you can see, maybe you want to get a little closer on that, you can see all the texture. That was a painting that was made by Victor out in Florida. Victor did an awesome job that way, but if you look at the canvas, when you come up real close to that, there's dual texture on top of that. So not only is he creating texture with the colors,
right,
but he created texture in the way he layered the paint. And we are kind of doing that here today.
Yeah, absolutely.
So why don't we go, let's talk about texture, different ways to create textures. We know that we only got a few minutes of you guys' time. So of course, if there's any questions that you guys want to ask during this, or any ideas that you want us to repeat on how you guys create texture, kind of let us know, and we'll throw it out there in the Facebook world. So let's go all the way to the far left, because that seems to be the most texture head of hair that I've seen. I mean, it's funny, you do this, right, Dee?
Yeah.
So, okay, so when you look at this, going back to what you were saying before, Danielle, that messy is the new neat. You can see all that added texture that you created. And what most importantly, what I like about it is that you created that kind of blend from something that's really, really smooth in the bang to all this texture. And besides all that, the color that you placed in there.
Yeah, with the color definitely coming into the front, and you guys can see underneath there's some blonde underneath there. So by taking a triangular section, kind of keeping out that top piece or the top peak of the triangle, going back to back with foils underneath to create the texture of the dark color to the light, as well as coming in here on the side, down on an angle, and taking those foils on a slant